Hey, Chris here, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I want to talk to you about how anyone can become a millionaire. That's not to say that everyone will become a millionaire in their working lifetime, but just wanted to highlight in this video how it is possible for everyone to do it in 5 hard steps. And I emphasize the word hard there because many people, on YouTube, all over the internet, make out that it's like an easy thing to achieve. It's really not. It's hard work, but if you are willing to put in the hard work, it is definitely achievable. Step number 1 then out of the 5 steps here is going to be getting out of debt. Now that might be really obvious, but any bad debt that you have, let's say a credit card or any kind of vehicle on finance, so most people just think about car finance, but I personally, just to give you an example from my past, I used to have a motorbike on finance that was through an actual finance company for vehicles, and as well in the past I've had a personal loan that I used to buy a motorbike. So again, it was just really bad debt, and that was just an extreme waste of money. So you have to focus on getting out of all of that debt because you don't want to be paying companies to borrow money from them. You want to turn it around so that people are paying you for the money that you lend out to them. But I'll talk about that later on in the video. Step number 2 then is going to be decreasing your monthly living expenses. So things like getting the cheapest car insurance and home insurance, and changing the place where you shop. So instead of shopping at being posh and going to Tesco, you might want to go to Aldi. So I go to Aldi myself, and you can save so much money by doing that. And all that's doing is that the more you can bring down that necessary, absolute, you have to spend it to live expenses each month, then what you can do in step number 3, which we're going to talk about in a second, is build up more of an income, which is going to lead on to what we're going to talk about in step number 5. But getting into step 3, it's going to be learning new skills. So skills are essentially things that you can do to add more value, aren't they? So just to give you my personal circumstances, my very first job, actually while I was still in college studying business at A-level, was working in a call center. Then, so for the skills for that is basically you just need to be able to speak English. But then I moved on to working in a warehouse, just, warehouse operative, and was basically packing clothes, sorting clothes out into boxes. And again, not many skills required for that. But I moved on from that, a step up, if you will, and learned how to drive a HGV, got my lorry driving license, and that increased my skills, so the amount of value that I could add, and also increased my wage there. Now, the regulars of the channel will know, because we talk about it a lot here on the channel, but while I was lorry driving, I then learned another skill, which was that of match betting, so where you take all of the free money that bookmakers give out and you cover all the outcomes, so it's nothing like gambling, you just make money by taking the free money, basically. And after learning that skill, which I earned, around £27,000 from, I also then learnt video editing as another skill, which, that's helped me build this YouTube channel. If we get on the laptop here, it's helped me build my other YouTube channel, which is called Crazy Speed, my car channel. And I just wanted to show you my most successful video over on there. As you can see here now, estimated revenue. It started off slowly, so at the bottom there, not earning anything before the channel was monetized. And then the first day the channel was monetized there, I earned 5 pence from that video. And I was like over the moon from that. It's only 5p, but I was so happy with it. And then if I just move my mouser, so let me just start there. I'll just move my mouser across if I can keep on the line. And you can see that it just kept going up and up and up and up and up. And then we've hit into the thousands now. And yeah, we're currently sitting on, and you'll probably see the views go up. So we're at 22,290 views in the last 48 hours there, and it's just jumped up again. So every sort of minute, there's more people watching this one video. This is just one video on the channel. And every minute, I'm earning more money from that video. So I can easily see that £5,000 there is going to go up, in a few years, who knows, it could be like £30,000 that I'll earn from that video. At the moment, because that video took me about 12 hours to make, just with how much money I've earned there, it works out about £420 an hour. And obviously that's just going to get bigger as more and more people view it. But I wanted to highlight that Because that's the thing with when you learn a skill, you can then put those skills to use and earn money from them in form of value. Now, step number 4 is actually going to be resisting spending that extra money you've started earning now because you have these extra skills. So, for example, I'm massively into my cars and motorbikes. One of my dream cars that I've always wanted to buy is actually called a Mitsubishi Evo 7. I'll put a photo up now on the screen of what one of those looks like, what I would really, really like. And I could actually now go and buy one with cash, and I've never been in a position in my life before to do that before I learned these extra skills. And it's just a really nice feeling to know that I could do that if I wanted to. But this is the thing, when people start earning that extra money from the skills that they've learnt, they then just spend that money on things that are going to lose value. So maybe the example I've just given, that car probably would not go down in value, it'll go up in value, but they cost a fortune to maintain. So it would actually cost me a hell of a lot more than the humble car that I have now, just a Citroen C3 that I paid £450 for. And, I've done that because I'm restraining my expenditure so that I can then do what is going to be spoken about here in step 5 now. Step number 5 is going to be investing, and we can talk about all kinds of investing really. So you basically now got your monthly expenses really, really low as they can possibly go without it being like an uncomfortable life for you. And now you're just increasing your monthly income each month and each year and just building that up. So the crucial thing is that bit in between, the amount of money in between there, investing it. So that can be either in the stock market, or it could be saving up to, do a property purchase, so a deposit on a buy-to-let mortgage. Now, I won't go into detail with what is best for you because obviously everyone's going to have different circumstances. But for me personally, I've gone with investing in the stock market. And back in the day, several years ago, I always thought investing in the stock market was just for rich people. I'd never be able to do that. I'm from a working class background. I'll never ever be able to invest in the stock market. But actually, if you do that and you put that money in there, what that's going to do is what I briefly touched on in step 1, which is you're going to have your money working for it's working for you rather than you getting things on finance and you're having to pay for that money. You'll actually just send your money out and then people are going to pay you for that money that you've put out there. So I won't go into detail here on how you can do that, but if you check out this video here, I'll pop a link up now at the side of me. That's a step-by-step guide on how anyone can start investing in the stock market, and I think it should provide a really good guide on ways you can get set up doing that. If you've had any value from this video, please do now take the time to press the like button, and until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.